everyone, my name is Amanda Montoya and I'm an Associate Professor of Psychology at UCLA. This video kicks off a series of videos about a new publication mechanism called registered reports. To get us started though, I want to talk about the broader scope of publishing and the role it plays in scientific research today. I became a scientist because I wanted to understand the world better, and specifically how people interact with the world. Scientific research spans a variety of fields, including physical, life, medical, and social behavioral sciences. Across these fields, though, we have a shared goal, which is that we conduct scientific research to learn new things and improve the world around us. Most scientific fields follow to some extent the scientific method, which is a process for acquiring new knowledge. And there was a time when someone who followed this process to explore new ideas was a scientist. But with the dawn of the printing press and the formalization of academic science as a career, a new priority has emerged for scientists. It is not enough for you to learn new things, you also have to communicate those findings to others. So while a core component of being a scientist is doing science, the process is also expected to result in publication. In many senses, nowadays, if you do science but you do not publish, you may not even really be seen as a scientist. In fact, publication is a core metric by which scientists are assessed. Whether you are a graduate student, postdoc, faculty, or research scientist, you may experience what's called the pressure to publish. This feeling that you need to publish more and more. Science is often described as having a publish or pressure culture, which is the shared understanding that publishing is necessary to gain or maintain a research career. And many trainees experience this pressure. Many of us are so steeped in this culture, it's hard to imagine it any other way. It's interesting to observe that the description is always about publishing, pressure to publish, and publish or perish, rather than actually doing the science. This pressure to publish leads trainees and researchers to try to understand what's the magic ingredient to help you publish. Many books and faculty development efforts focus on helping researchers publish more and more quickly. But when the focus is on getting the work published, rather than the quality of the work itself, this can lead to problematic practices. Over time, researchers have found that it's easier to publish results that are clean, counterintuitive, or novel. But these priorities can lead researchers to prioritize types of results above all else, which can lead to things like dichotomous thinking, capitalization on chance, or overclaiming your results. This over-prioritization of certain types of results is described as publication bias. And I think this quote gives a very apt description. Only the most outrageous theories get talked about a lot because of publication bias. Sexy research results with grand claims that defy common sense. This is publication bias in a nutshell. The idea of publication bias makes clear that not all science gets published. Some science ends up in what we sometimes call the file drawer. But for researchers, the only science that counts is the published research. It's also worth pointing out that not all publications are evaluated the same. Perhaps a less extreme version of publication bias suggests that certain types of research end up in higher versus lower tier journals. We may also see that researchers try to publish a result, but when unsuccessful, they might change part of their analysis or replace an experiment in a paper. In this way, we can think of the original analysis or experiment in the file drawer, while the remainder of the work gets published. So what's wrong with having a file drawer? A big problem for researchers is that they're evaluated as scientists based on their publications, which may be misaligned with how much science they have actually done, or the quality of science that they have done. Additionally, the file drawer causes problems for science more broadly. Publication bias interferes with our ability to evaluate a claim based on all existing research, rather than only the research with strong evidence for the claim. So overall, what's the problem? Publishing is necessary for gaining and maintaining a research career, but publication bias is selecting research based on their findings. And what this leads to is unpublished research providing limited career benefits to researchers. So what's the solution? In this set of videos, we're going to talk about a new publishing mechanism called registered reports. In order to do this, we're going to define and describe questionable and open science practices. Additionally, we're going to introduce registered reports and their potential benefits, and provide guidance on how to get started with new registered reports.